Presqu'île Bailey, in a secondhand store called Playmood Savers, sees a silver-blue heart-shaped ornament that she thinks would go well with her other decorations at home. Curious about what might be inside the heart, she pays $2.99 for it and takes it home. Bailey, in an interview with CBS Boston, says, "When I first held it in my hand, I briefly wondered what could be inside. It was quite a beautiful piece, and I thought, maybe it should be mine." When Fiskila arrives home, she notices the decorative piece in Bailey's hand, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Kat Berthlet, who happens to be the person behind this astonishing discovery, already has specialized knowledge in glass ornaments and sells some secondhand glass items online. Through her website, www.stikla.com, she designs art pieces using glasswork she finds in antique shops and secondhand stores. Additionally, Berthlet organizes glass-themed garden parties for her customers. These unique garden parties are like workshops that teach participants how to turn glass into art and have a relaxed tea party atmosphere. This venture has gained a significant following on social media, and Berthlet's hosted events receive rave reviews from attendees. When Bailey shows Fiskila what she bought from the secondhand store that day, Berthlet thinks it would be a good idea to incorporate secondhand decoration materials into her workshops and starts examining the blue heart ornament. At that moment, she notices something very strange. At that moment, Bailey instructed her mother to shine a light through the glass heart to see what was inside. The two of them held the heart up to the light and were left speechless with astonishment. This dazzling silver blue ornament had a tightly sealed metal lid on top of it. From the bottom of the heart, a metal tassel dangled. When the light penetrated the glass, something unexpected appeared inside the heart. Strangely, the heart contained ashes. It seemed that the owner of the heart had chosen it to preserve the ashes of a lost friend or family member. Berthlet, in an interview with the Boston Globe, said, "What did you find when your mom came home? She wanted to give me the heart. The moment I took it in my hand, I noticed the ashes and told my mother. When she shone the light on it, she saw that it indeed contained ashes." Mother and daughter were shocked that something of such significance had been sold for $2.99 at a secondhand store. Nevertheless, they decided to unravel the mystery behind the incident and return the container to its rightful owner. Berthlet immediately leveraged the power of social media and made a request on Facebook in January 2018. In her online post, Berthlet shared several photos of the heart from different angles and wrote, "My mom purchased this at the Playmood Savers store 2 weeks ago. At first, we thought it was a special ornament, but then we discovered it was filled with ashes. We were deeply saddened by the situation." Berthlet asked her followers on Facebook to help her find the owner of this unique item. In the post, she continued by saying, "The fact that an item with such sentimental value had been sold and nearly found its way onto shelves for just $2 saddened us greatly." This story quickly caught people's attention and went viral. Berthlet was surprised by how these stories spread like wildfire on social media with over 3,000 shares. However, this increased their hope of finding the owner of the blue heart. Anne Bailey, in an interview with CNN, said, "The moment I noticed the ashes, it sent shivers down my spine. Now, I've grown accustomed to their presence. It's been almost a few weeks, and they're still here." Later, mother and daughter hung the mysterious blue heart, filled with ashes, on a curtain rod in the kitchen. Bailey mentioned in another interview that sometimes her eyes would fixate on it while doing the dishes. Bailey and her daughter were determined to take care of this heirloom until they could find its rightful owner. They decided to keep it in their home until someone came forward claiming, "This belonged to my grandmother or grandfather." With this determination, they returned to the Savers store in hopes of finding the owner of the blue heart. Store employees advised them on the proper disposal of the ashes, but Berthlet declined. She was committed to returning the blue heart to its rightful owner. Whoever this heart belonged to must have a history with the ashes, and their aim was to reunite them. They continued their investigation into how the blue heart ended up in a second-hand store. Berthlet, speaking to the Boston Globe, believed it was a mistake. She said, "Whether it's a pet or not, if I were to lose a family member, I wouldn't want their ashes to be sold for $2 at Savers." In response to her comments, a spokesperson for the Savers store chain, speaking to WBZ television, stated that most of the items they have on hand are donated by the local community. Therefore, the owner of the heart might be living in the same local area as the store. As the story went beyond social media and reached the press, the public had mixed reactions. One Boston Globe reader claimed that the situation was exaggerated, while another suggested scattering the ashes in the wind. Unfortunately, the mystery remains unsolved.